Today we're going to be talking about beautiful Lake Robinson. This has been known as one of the hidden gems in the upstate of South Carolina for the last few years. It's going to reveal all the secrets in this video. My name is Evan Whaley. I'm the head of the Living in Greenville SC team, the Whaley Group here in Greenville, South Carolina. We're so glad that you joined us. This is a great resource for you if you're looking to learn about all things Greenville and you're thinking about making a relocation or a move to the area. So let's get back to the video. Lake Robinson. So what even is Lake Robinson, as you're probably wondering if you're not from the area. So Lake Robinson is actually a man-made lake. It's over 800 acres of land. It's really beautiful. What's really amazing about it is it overlooks the mountains in the background, which you're seeing here now. So it's truly a one-of-a-kind view, and that makes it a really special place. The lake was really intended to be a reservoir for drinking water for all the citizens and businesses nearby. And that's what they still use it for today in a lot of ways. So there are some restrictions and regulations because, of course, they need the water to be clean. It's located in Taylor, South Carolina, which it's in the northeast part. If you're looking where Greenville is at, it's going to be northeast of Greenville, and it's going to be about 30 minutes from downtown Greenville. So that is a great thing about Lake Robinson is it is located for someone who wants to be a little bit more remote, but doesn't want to be too far away from everything. What do people really like? Why do people move to the Lake Robinson area? First, as you've probably already seen, the views are absolutely incredible. Being on this really nice, clean, beautiful water, and then having the mountains in the backdrop, I mean, that is just truly a one-of-a-kind view, and that's truly impressive and unique. Another thing is, for the people that like fishing, there is some incredible fishing opportunities there. Every third Saturday of the month during season, they're going to have bass fishing tournaments. So that's something that's really special. The lake is open from sunup to sundown, generally speaking. They have hours that vary, but if you want to just go ahead and get a very general speaking, that's kind of when it's open. And if you're going to go fishing, you will need a fishing license, so just know that and go through all the proper procedures. You can actually get the fishing license there when you drop off at the public drop-off in the Lake Robinson area. Beyond just the fishing and the views, some of the other things that are really special about that area, as I kind of mentioned before, you're a little bit further away. So for someone that's looking to actually move to the area, if you want to be a little bit more secluded, but you want to also, be close enough to town where you're not, 30 minutes from the closest grocery store, this could be a really great option. Two of the last things that I think are really special about Lake Robinson is it's extremely peaceful out there. I had a great time when I was shooting all these clips. It was just really nice. It was very relaxing just to sit back and just kind of appreciate the view and just kind of have what felt like this whole huge park to myself. It generally doesn't tend to be super crowded. Of course, there are busier times, especially on really beautiful days when people want to drop their boat in the water. But generally speaking, it's pretty peaceful overall. And that's something that the city's really trying to maintain because they want it to be that kind of environment for people to come in and really enjoy and be a relaxing type environment. And the last part of that is the city does such a great job of maintaining that area. There are like open shelters that you can rent anywhere from $100 to $300 depending on which one you go to for the day. So really affordable options if you want to do an outside event and have some really beautiful scenery for friends, family, or whatever, you have that opportunity there. One of the first questions that I get when someone asks me about Lake Robinson is generally about the boat regulations. So again, on all this stuff, please check through everything. There's a 23 page guide that the city of Greer actually has put out, and there's a ton of different things to look through. I'm just going to talk through some of the common ones that I've found and have had to answer for clients in the past. So the city of Greer regulates that your engine for your boat cannot be over a horsepower of 10. So that's something that people really need to know. If you have something that's above the horsepower of 10, they'll actually make you remove that from your watercraft vehicle before you actually get on the water. It's something they take very seriously because, again, people are drinking from this water. So That's important. There are no jet skis or any other watercraft vehicles that are motorized that can actually go on this lake. So that's something else to know. And that is a pro and a con for some people. You know, some people really want that peaceful environment, and then others want to go out and they want to do, you know, skiing on their boats and water tubing and all that. And that's just not allowed on this lake by design. So just keep those things in mind. You can go kayaking, you can paddleboard, you can go canoeing, so you can use those non-motorized options for the lake. You can't go swimming in the lake, because again, this is drinking water. Another one, and this tends to be a popular question I get when people are relocating to the upstate, is do you have alligators? We see that in the low country part of the state near Charleston, and even in the Midlands and Columbia area. But here in the upstate, it's generally too cold, so we don't see the alligators here. Another question that I get asked is, how's the fishing? Of course, I mentioned earlier, they do a bass fishing tournament once a month. So of course, that is an option there. There's also crappie, and there's some other fish that can be caught there. So overall, the fishing is thought to be pretty strong and pretty good in the Lake Robinson area. And one of the last questions that I get is, does it cost anything to drop a boat off in Lake Robinson? And it does. And it varies based on the kind of boat. Basically, if you're gonna do a day or a year pass, the day pass is $5 per day, and then if you're gonna do a boat, it's between $30 to $55, and it just depends on if it's motorized or not. So let's move on to the real estate part of this. People often ask, you know, how much does it cost to actually live on the lake at Lake Robinson? If you wanna live specifically right there on the lake, where you wanna walk out to your back door and you can have the lake, you're looking at an average price of $750,000. When I look at the sales in 2022, they range anywhere from $500,000 all the way up to $1.3 million. Now, if you don't have to have a dock right in your backyard, and that's not important to you, but you still want to have the views of the lake, and you still want to have access to it from like a community dock perspective, there are several communities that offer that option, and we'll do some future videos to explore those options as well. The 4 that you should know about are Stillwaters at Lake Robinson, Blue Ridge at Lake Robinson, Pennington, and Hammond Point. So those 4 tend to be the most popular. They had the most amount of sales in 2022. And when we're looking at pricing on those options, it's really anywhere from, on the low end, about $400,000, and it goes all the way up to that 1.2, 1.3 million range again. They are doing a lot of developing and building of homes in the area, which I have to imagine in the future will probably also lead to more commercial building and shopping and restaurants and grocery stores. But at this point, when I'm making this video, there's not a ton of options that are right there on the lake. Most of the places are more local shops, and actually while I'm doing this video, I really should make sure that I mention Cole's Fishing Shop. Cole's is a really popular store in that area. Really, it's bait and tackle. They also do kayak rentals, so from people that are visiting the area, you'll probably go to Cole's, and it's probably where you'll rent your kayak for. I believe it's about 30 to 35 bucks for the day. So it's a great time just to go rent one and, you know, have a good time out on the lake. If you have any other questions about the lake, or just questions about the upstate in general, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you. All of our contact details will be below and also in the comments section. You can also learn more about us, get a copy of our relocation guide down below if you're thinking about moving to the area. Hope you love this content. Please give us a like and a comment, and if you like this and you want to know about our new videos, we're doing about one every week, please go ahead and hit that subscribe bell so you'll be the first to be notified. We hope to catch you on the next video.